Hey y'all. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And that your Monday is going like a Friday. Today's angel number is 13, and 13 is the energy of hope and nurturing ourselves. 13 is when your angels are aware that you're going through a hard time, and I don't know about y'all, but today has been a day from the time my feet hit the floor this morning. So I need that 13 energy. 13 symbolizes the need to put energy towards taking care of ourselves. But as we're encouraged to tend to ourselves today, we're also encouraged to plant a seed as this is the season and watch that seed grow. And as it does, and you nurture this new life, you're also nurturing yourself because seeds bring forth new life, and in new life, there is always hope. Our runes today, move them over here. Whoa, that one went a little rogue. Uh, our first rune is the blank one. And that probably tracks because a lot of us don't even know what to call the last few months. 2024 came in with a bang and then just seemed to calm right down. And with the exception of a few blips of activity, it's mostly been tame. But that also brings the energy of waiting for the other shoe to drop because there is that air of expectancy that's hanging around. And we've all felt it for months, that something big was in the works that's had us simultaneously afraid of what it might be while also holding a bit of excitement to finally find out. And then following up that blank rune, we have Fihu, which we get quite a bit, but it's the energy of success and wealth and abundance. And many of us have seen those shifts in fortune, however slight they may have seemed, and have entered into a receiving phase. New jobs, new opportunities, new homes, having more of what we need and less of what we don't. Fihu warns us, though, not to get greedy and to keep the attitude of gratitude as we continue on a path of success and fulfillment. And then in the future position, we have Uraz again. I think we had that the other day, but Uraz adds its strength and influences to Fihu, as well as letting us know that this phase of success doesn't end anytime soon. There's more in store, so that if you haven't entered into the receiving phase, don't worry, it's coming. The energy of Uraz reminds us not to take our eye off the prize or the goals we set for ourselves. And then let me move those. Moving into our celestial friends, our first card is Hasmed, the angel of annihilation. And I know that seems ominous, but it's not. Hasmed brings the energy of destruction of the old and the birth of the new, which I guess fits with the angel number and the runes. As it's in the situation or current position of what's going on. I'd say it's accurate because we are seeing the breaking down of the old systems. And even within ourselves, as I've mentioned before, sometimes things have to be taken down to the foundation in order to be built back stronger than they ever were, including within. So coming in hot behind Hasbid is Samikil, who is the angel of vengeance. A lot of action cards going on here. And it is the energy of survival at all costs. And I guess you could equate that back to last week's reading and that phoenix energy that seems to be present at the moment. It's the energy of never giving up, of not laying down, of living well being the best revenge we can seek against those who wish us ill. And then after that, we have material. Never gotten this card before. And it is the angel of rain, and her energy kit is felt, seen, and heard. And it's usually heralded by thunder signaling change and lets us know that there is a great migration coming as well as a transference of power. That's an interesting card. I don't think I've ever had that one before. Um, Material, I don't know if I'm saying this right. reminds us to stay aware and not to try to create an outcome, but to be in the moment and let the rain fall where it may. And then following up that, we got uh, Suchlap, which is the angel of verdancy. So we move from action cards to seasonal cards. That's interesting. Um, remember today's angel number was 13 and asked us to plant seeds, right? Well, here we go. Such lap carries with it the seeds of growth. It is the transmutation of life from beneath fallow earth that vibrates and bursts forth, regardless of the obstacles it faced during its time in the darkness. Such lap denies decay and brings growth and new life wherever it goes. And it asks that we let our roots take hold because this is a season of blossoming. And then, in keeping with the seasons, we have Schlegel, the angel of snow. Um, it brings the energy of happiness in the face of any sadness or grief. It's happiness that stands against the stark cold and is the dance of snow, with each step we take being as unique as those snowflakes are. Schlegel is finding happiness in spite of the cold darkness of winter and trusting in the knowledge that we are in a season of growth and fertility, regardless of how bleak things may look outside. And then I pulled a few past life cards as well, just to see if there are any lessons from previous incarnations or advice to be heard from them. And I got the mother card, uh, which I think may be more to do with healing the mother wounds, which a lot of us are doing at this time. And healing mother wounds are hard because they oftentimes reveal instances we've blocked or events we've buried or suppressed. But just like we've had to do the shadow work and release other traumas and things that we've held on to, it is equally, or maybe even more important to work on healing those mother wounds. And then, because following that is trust and faith, which we've seen reflects both in the angel number of the day and the angel cards. You know, trust that you're on the right path and have faith that if you're not on the right path, you'll be directed and guided to the one that is right for you. And then crystal cards that can help navigate these energies. We got Chrysocolla to be your own mama while you're healing those mother wounds. Chrysocolla helps us when we feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to guide us. It reminds us that we have all the internal support we need. Carnelian to help us go with our gut when we are not sure we're on the right path and need the confidence to make the necessary changes. Sunstone to um, help us shine from the inside during those bleak days. And then copper to energize our whole world. And copper is easy to come by and keep with you, especially if you know. And I'm going to tell you. Any pennies that are made before 1982 are pure copper. And they're easy to keep with you as a talisman. You just got to charge them. And then lastly, rhodonite. I'm going to have to get some of this because I'm out. But it keeps popping up, so I'm going to take that as a sign. Rhodonite helps us go with our hearts and to drop our facades. So that is it. That is all that I got for today. And yes, I know I cheated and went ahead and laid them out, but it's been a busy day, y'all, and I'm not complaining at all, but it's been crazy. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of their Monday, and I'll see you later on this week. Bye bye.